Have you ever craved an adventure, far from crowded tourist trails, where nature's untouched beauty still reigns supreme? The Michigan we're about to reveal will shatter all your expectations. A land of secrets waiting behind every forest bend and lakeshore curve. Together we'll venture into the soul of this magnificent state, where ancient pine groves guard forgotten trails, and hidden beaches whisper stories of storms past. Few realize Michigan's shoreline stretches longer than the entire eastern seaboard, its freshwater waves carving caves and cliffs of breathtaking scale. Prepare to chase waterfalls cascading down sandstone canyons and watch nightfall transform the horizon into a canvas of molten gold and violet. This is your invitation to experience wilderness in its purest form, raw, powerful, and endlessly surprising. The untamed heart of Michigan calls. Will you answer? Join our expedition by subscribing and never miss these extraordinary discoveries. Tahquamenon Falls State Park. Tahquamenon Falls State Park showcases Michigan's raw wilderness power, where thunderous waterfalls collide with ancient forests in a symphony of natural grandeur. Twin wonders dominate this landscape: the mighty Upper Falls, among the eastern U.S.'s most voluminous, and the cascading Lower Falls, where island hopping reveals ever-changing perspectives. Unique root beer, hued waters, tinted by centuries of cedar tannins, create liquid amber torrents that shift from summer's golden glow to winter's frozen sculptures. Trails wind through old-growth hemlock stands and along the river's edge, offering everything from wheelchair-accessible boardwalks to rugged backcountry routes for intrepid explorers. This park embodies the Upper Peninsula's untamed spirit, where loons call across misty mornings, and every season paints the falls in dramatic new light. Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids emerges as a dynamic urban oasis, where the Grand River's shimmering waters reflect both historic architecture and modern high-rises. The city's beer culture has evolved into a full-fledged craft movement, with breweries like Founders leading a renaissance of innovative ales and lagers. At Frederick Meyer Gardens, visitors encounter a living masterpiece where Chihuly glass sculptures dance among Michigan's native wildflowers and tropical conservatories. The Gerald R. Ford Museum's full-scale replica of the Oval Office offers an immersive journey through one of America's most consequential presidencies. Downtown's renaissance shines in districts like Wealthy Street, where century-old storefronts now house craft cocktail bars and farm-to-fork restaurants. The Grand River transforms into a liquid park system during summer, with paddleboard rentals and riverside yoga sessions against an urban backdrop. Just west of town, Lake Michigan's Gold Coast reveals sugar sand beaches and the iconic Holland Harbor Lighthouse within an easy drive. Cultural events like Art Prize transform the entire city into an open-air gallery each fall, with installations popping up in unexpected places. Grand Rapids surprises with its outdoor access. Mountain bike trails weave through city parks, while bald eagles nest along urban riverbanks. This is Michigan's comeback city, where manufacturing heritage fuels creative energy in everything, from furniture design to craft spirits. Detroit. Detroit's skyline tells a story of resilience, where Art Deco masterpieces like the Fisher Building stand shoulder to shoulder, with sleek new developments mirroring the city's remarkable transformation. The rhythmic pulse of assembly lines has given way to a new creative energy, as abandoned auto factories now house everything, from tech incubators to avant-garde art installations. In Midtown's cultural corridor, world-class institutions like the Detroit Institute of Arts, home to Diego Rivera's monumental Detroit Industry murals, neighbor hip jazz clubs serving craft cocktails. The original Motown record studio, on West Grand Boulevard still attracts pilgrims eager to stand, where Smokey Robinson and Marvin Gaye recorded timeless hits in Studio A. Along the 3.5-mile Riverwalk, cyclists glide past marinas and beach volleyball courts with Canada's skyline floating just across the blue expanse of the Detroit River. Detroit's food revolution shines in places like Eastern Market, where century-old butcher shops supply ingredients for James Beard-winning chefs reinventing Midwestern cuisine. The city's sports temples, from Comerica Park's tiger statues to Ford Field's retractable roof, host passionate fans year-round across all 4 major leagues. Unexpected green spaces flourish, including the 982-acre Belle Isle Park with its aquarium and the nation's only marble lighthouse. In neighborhoods like Mexican Town and Greek Town, generations-old family restaurants serve authentic flavors alongside trendy mezcal bars. The Q-Line streetcar glides past murals celebrating Detroit's history while connecting revitalized districts from downtown to New Center. More than any other American city, Detroit embodies the power of reinvention, honoring its industrial soul while boldly writing its next chapter. Mackinac Island. Mackinac Island captivates visitors with its timeless allure, where clip-clopping horse carriages and Victorian architecture evoke a 19th century atmosphere, untouched by modern traffic. The entire island operates without automobiles, preserving a peaceful rhythm of life, where bicycles and saddle horses serve as the primary modes of transportation. Grand Hotel's 660-foot porch, the world's longest, overlooks flower-filled gardens and the sparkling straits of Mackinac, embodying the island's elegant nostalgia. Over 1,800 acres of protected state parkland offer limestone cliffs, hidden caves, and forested trails with panoramic views of the Great Lakes. Aromatic fudge shops lining Main Street continue an 1880s tradition, their copper kettles producing creamy confections and flavors, from maple walnut to decadent chocolate pecan. Porcupine Mountains. The Porcupine Mountains Wilderness State Park spans 60,000 acres of Michigan's Upper Peninsula, offering one of the Midwest's last remaining stands of old-growth hardwood forests. Towering hemlocks and sugar maples, some over 300 years old, create a cathedral-like canopy along the park's 90-plus miles of hiking trails. The iconic Lake of the Clouds viewpoint reveals a sapphire-hued lake cradled between two ancient ridges, best enjoyed at sunrise when mist rises from the valley. Adventurous backpackers can trek to remote waterfalls like Manabejo Falls, where the Presque Isle River cascades over black volcanic rock formations. With no cell service across most of the park and starry skies untouched by light pollution, the Porkies offer a rare opportunity for true digital detox. Ypsilanti. Ypsilanti's charm lies in its eclectic mix of historic preservation and creative reinvention, where 19th century facades house modern makerspaces and quirky boutiques. The Huron River winds through the city like a liquid thread, connecting vibrant districts like Depot Town with its repurposed railway buildings, turned craft beer destinations. Eastern Michigan University's campus brings a dynamic energy, evident in the student-artisan collaborations at local coffee shops and the constant hum of cultural events. Architectural treasures abound, from the Gothic Revival Ypsilanti Water Tower to the beautifully restored 1840s Greek Revival homes in the historic district. The city's automotive legacy comes alive at the Heritage Museum, where rare Tucker sedans and vintage Hudson Hornets showcase Ypsi's underrated role in Michigan's car culture. Outdoor enthusiasts flock to Frog Island Park's riverside trails and the border-to-border trail system, offering 35-plus miles of scenic pathways along the Huron. What truly defines Ypsilanti is its authentic, unpolished character, where historic preservation meets grassroots creativity. And every local seems to have a passion project brewing. Hessel. Hessel's protected harbor on Lake Huron serves as the perfect gateway to the Les Chenaux Islands, where 36 wooded islands create a maze of sheltered channels ideal for kayaking and sailing. The village comes alive each August during the Les Chenaux Antique Wooden Boat Show, when gleaming mahogany Chris-crafts and historic gar woods line the docks like floating works of art. Downtown's maritime charm shines through family-run businesses like the Island Bookstore and Cedarville Bay Smoked Fish, where you can sample locally caught whitefish, prepared using traditional methods. A network of quiet trails winds through cedar swamps and along rocky shorelines, offering prime viewing spots for bald eagles and the area's spectacular purple martin migrations. The Hessel Point Nature Preserve provides stunning sunset vistas across the islands, with viewing platforms perfect for watching the sky ignite in shades of crimson and gold. Boaters cherish the area's no-wake zones that create glassy surfaces, reflecting the pine-covered islands like perfect mirrors in the early morning light. The Les Chenaux Historical Museum preserves the region's rich maritime heritage, from Native American fishing traditions to the Prohibition-era rum-running history. Local restaurants like the Islanders serve up fresh-caught perch sandwiches and homemade berry pies on waterfront decks, overlooking the busy marina. In winter, the frozen channels become a wonderland for ice boating and snowshoeing, with cozy lodges offering warm refuge by crackling stone fireplaces. What makes Hessel special is its authentic, unpretentious character, where fishing boats outnumber yachts, and the evening entertainment might simply be watching freighters pass through the distant shipping lanes. Point Betsie Lighthouse. Standing guard since 1858, Point Betsie Lighthouse's distinctive white tower has weathered fierce Lake Michigan storms while guiding vessels through this historically treacherous stretch of coastline. The contrast of the lighthouse's black lantern room against the endless blue horizon creates an iconic Michigan image, framed by golden dunes and beach grasses. As one of the Great Lakes' most photographed navigational aids, the fully restored structure now welcomes visitors to explore its keeper's quarters and climb the original iron staircase. The surrounding preserve offers more than maritime history. Sandy trails wind through rare dune ecosystems to secluded beaches, where agate hunters search for Lake Michigan's famous gemstones. This working lighthouse represents living history, where Victorian-era Fresnel lenses still cast their beam across shipping lanes, while telling stories of shipwrecks and heroic rescues. Muskegon Channel. The Muskegon Channel cuts a vital artery between Muskegon Lake's sheltered waters and Lake Michigan's open expanse, serving as a bustling maritime crossroads for commercial and recreational vessels alike. Massive lake freighters glide through the narrow passage with mere feet to spare, while charter fishing boats dart out to deeper waters in search of salmon and trout. Twin concrete piers extend like protective arms into Lake Michigan, their walkways offering front-row seats to spectacular sunsets over the water and passing ships. Anglers line the channel's edges year-round, casting for everything from spring steelhead to autumn perch as the currents funnel fish through this natural bottleneck. The adjacent waterfront district buzzes with activity, where seafood shacks serve fresh whitefish, and maritime museums preserve the area's lumber shipping heritage. Historic markers along the channel tell tales of 19th century lumber barons and the dangerous graveyard of ships that once littered these waters. From kayakers riding the outgoing tide to photographers capturing freighters at dawn, the channel offers endless ways to engage with Great Lakes energy. This working waterway perfectly encapsulates West Michigan's maritime soul, where industry and recreation coexist against a backdrop of endless blue horizons. Ambassador Bridge. Towering above the Detroit River, the Ambassador Bridge's steel arches form a vital artery between Detroit and Windsor, carrying over 25% of all U.S.-Canada trade across its span daily. Since 1929, this engineering marvel has dominated the riverfront with its distinctive suspension design, becoming the world's busiest international border, crossing by trade volume. The bridge's nighttime transformation dazzles spectators as LED lighting bathes its 1,850-foot main span in shifting colors that reflect off the river's surface. From the Detroit Riverwalk, visitors can witness the constant ballet of tractor trailers and passenger vehicles traversing between nations beneath the bridge's web of support cables. The structure's massive concrete anchorages and 386-foot towers stand as monuments to Roaring Twenties ambition when industrialists dreamed of connecting two booming automotive capitals. More than just infrastructure, the bridge represents a living economic partnership. Nearly 150,000 jobs depend on the goods and services crossing its deck annually. While travelers can't walk across, the nearby Detroit-Windsor Tunnel offers pedestrian access to equally impressive views of this international landmark from below. As both a workhorse of commerce and a symbol of binational friendship, the Ambassador Bridge remains Detroit's most visible connection to its Canadian neighbor and the global economy. Kitch-iti-kipi. Kitch-iti-kipi, Michigan's largest freshwater spring, dazzles with its surreal aquamarine waters that maintain perfect clarity year-round in Palms Book State Park. A unique hand-operated observation raft allows visitors to glide over the spring's 40-foot depths, revealing ancient limestone formations and schools of trout swimming below. The spring's constant 45-degree Fahrenheit temperature creates mesmerizing effects as 10,000 gallons per minute bubble up from underground aquifers, causing sand to dance in endless underwater fountains. Sunlight penetrates the crystal waters to illuminate submerged white cedar trunks, preserved for centuries in the spring's mineral-rich depths. This natural wonder showcases the Upper Peninsula's pristine hydrology, where visitors can witness the powerful forces that shape Michigan's underground water systems. Flint. Flint's legacy as the birthplace of General Motors echoes through its historic factory buildings, now being repurposed as the city forges a new identity beyond its automotive past. The Flint Cultural Center campus anchors the city's revival, where the Whiting Auditorium's Broadway-caliber performances complement the Flint Institute of Art's renowned collection of American masters. At the Sloan Museum of Discovery, interactive exhibits trace Flint's journey from carriage manufacturing hub to 20th century industrial powerhouse through rare vehicle prototypes and assembly line artifacts. Community-driven projects like the Flint Farmers Market and Ferris wheel projects symbolize the city's grassroots resurgence, blending historic preservation with modern entrepreneurship. Flint riverfront parks, revitalized green spaces, now host summer concerts, and kayak launches along the waterway that first powered the city's 19th century mills. Murals across downtown tell visual stories of resilience, from the Vehicle City industrial murals to contemporary works addressing social change through the Flint Public Art Project. The University of Michigan Flint campus injects youthful energy into the city center, with students and faculty actively participating in urban revitalization initiatives. Annual events like Back to the Bricks celebrate Flint's automotive heritage, while attracting thousands with classic car shows and live music on Saginaw Street. Local breweries and cafes in the historic Carriagetown neighborhood have become hubs for creative exchange, serving as incubators for Flint's next chapter. More than any statistics, Flint's true measure lies in its people, artists, entrepreneurs, and community organizers who are rewriting the city's narrative through determination and Midwestern grit. Wyandotte. Wyandotte's riverfront charm shines along the Detroit River, where historic brick storefronts meet modern marinas, in this 1854 founded downriver gem. The city's industrial roots show in its preserved 19th century architecture, from Gothic Revival churches to the iconic Wyandotte Roosevelt High School clock tower. Downtown's Biddle Avenue buzzes with eclectic storefronts, vintage record shops, neighbor craft cocktail bars, while family-owned delis serve classic Detroit-style coney dogs. Boaters flock to the fully renovated Bishop Park Marina, offering 180 slips with front-row views of Great Lakes freighters navigating the busy shipping channel. The Wyandotte Museum complex preserves the city's unique legacy as home to Michigan's first soda ash plant and World War II submarine chaser production. Summer transforms the riverfront into a community hub, with the Wyandotte Street Art Fair and free concerts at the bandshell overlooking passing ore boats. Kayak launches and fishing piers along the Detroit Riverwalk provide watery perspectives of Canada's skyline just across the international border. Local pride runs deep here, evident in meticulously maintained historic districts and generations-old businesses like Wyandotte's famous Joe's Hamburgers. From antique hunting to watching sunset freighters glide by, this river town offers authentic Great Lakes character without pretense. Saginaw. Saginaw's riverfront tells the story of Michigan's industrial heyday, where 19th-century lumber mills once lined the banks of the Saginaw River, fueling the nation's construction boom. The Anderson Enrichment Center's Sunken Gardens, and the Japanese Cultural Center's authentic tea house, offers serene escapes amidst the city's urban landscape. Downtown's revitalization shines at spots like Old Town Saginaw, where historic buildings now house craft breweries and galleries showcasing local artists. Outdoor enthusiasts can explore the Shiawassee Flats, where kayak trails wind through one of Michigan's most significant wetland ecosystems, just minutes from downtown. From its jazz festival to its maritime museum, Saginaw celebrates its diverse heritage, while writing new chapters as a center for arts and ecotourism.